How's it going, everybody? Here with the update video for Gregtech 6.05.21 and 22. This one took 2 weeks, but that's because there was a bug fix that needed to come out so I could show something actually working properly, which is a scanner here. And for anybody that wants to know, there will be probably a week or two where there is no update videos. This is the time of year when Greg takes off for the summer. So for the next couple weeks, there won't be an update video. The only thing he'll put out is like bug fixes and stuff like that. If there's anything major, I'll put it out, but otherwise, probably not. So let's get started here. We have a couple compat things that happen. First off was et futurum, stuff like Gregtech 6 shovels making grass paths, and some minor recipe things. Also, actually, addition stuff is more supported now. Big reactor stuff should be more compatible now. Also has ore processing recipes similar to the uranium-uraninite related chain. There was a crash with the dual hotbar mod that was fixed. That was done in the bug fix 22. So if you're having any issues with that, make sure you update to that one. There was an issue with transformers that I had found where if you ran out of power, the transformer would have a packet that was too small to run the machine, but still enough to keep the other transformer from sending another packet. So that was fixed. That was very annoying. Let's see. And the scanners work. So since we're talking about them, we now have a debug scanner, which this one here can be tossed now. So let's do this. Basically, it works exactly the same as the regular scanner, except it is infinite power. And I asked Greg, he said there was really no reason that he would ever need for me to use this one. So I spawned it in to test it out, and now that I know everything is working fine, it go away. Okay. There we go. It go away. So there we go. So we have two new scanners other than the debug one. This one belongs to Crazy. That one is a crop scanner. Wait a minute. It's not called a scanner. There it is. This one is a portable crop analyzer. I'll show you the recipe here. It's MV components, so you got an MV compact sensor, MV signal emitter, a USB 1.0 is required, and a USB 1.0 cable is required. A circuit, a T6 ultimate circuit, so you're going to need platinum circuits, and then 2 RE lithium batteries, and then 2 aluminum plates. And basically that'll work exactly the same as the portable scanner on crops, but it only works on crops. The portable scanner, which I'll show you the recipe for now, takes EV compact sensors, EV compact signal emitters. This one will take the 3.0 or higher for the USB stuff, an actual crystal processor sapphire, which is a pain in the butt to get, 2 lithium HV batteries, and 2 chrome plates. Now this one will work on machines, things like that. It'll even tell you your coordinates of where you're at, what it is, the name of the block, the metadata of it, hardness, blast resistance, all that good stuff. For machines, it'll tell you that. The thing where it says you cannot remove this with a wrench, that is an IC2 wrench, not a Gregtech wrench. Greg said he's going to work on some of the things that the scanner actually puts out, because I was just going around randomly scanning stuff to try it out. Here's how it works on crops. You get the coordinates, you get the type, the growth, the gain, the resistance. For the plant itself, it tells you how much fertilizer, water, and Weedex it has. And then you have the environment for the nutrition, the humidity, and the air quality. So anything you'd want to know about that crop and where it's at, it'll tell you, along with any of the attributes and who it was discovered by. So if you look at like this one, it'll say attributes: vine, edible, fruit, vegetable, discovered by Kirby. So that's your 2 scanners, 3 technically, because you got the debug as well. The crop one only works on crops. This one will work on anything. See if there's anything in the changelog about it that I need to say that I haven't thought of. Nope. Alright, we also have another new tool, which is this trimmer right here. Basically, it's like a electric version of the leaf cutter. So you can basically get a sapling from every leaf block that you break with it. That's its purpose. Recipe for it is 2 sword blades and a screw of whatever material you're making it out of, a curved galvanized steel plate, long galvanized steel rod, galvanized steel ring, LV piston, a LV battery, which you can use any of the batteries in them. Go this way. There you can see the sodium batteries, and a screwdriver to put it all together with. Now, I don't believe it works for grass or anything like that. I think it's just an electric version of the branch cutters. Let's see if we got some bone meal. We'll see if it works for cutting grass or anything like that. I actually haven't tried it. Usually I think of these things in the stream and test them out. Here I did not do that with these, so yeah, you can't silk touch grass or anything like that. It won't work to cut your grass or anything like that. Two. Alright, so the sifter now gives bait for mariculture for all kinds of dirt blocks except mycelium. Vanilla crops can now be filled with the tap. So now early on when you get started, if you don't have a pump or a drain to pipe water into your cauldron, you can fill up a barrel, put a tap on it, put the cauldron underneath it, and there you go. It's filled. So you also have a thing that looks a little more like a sink now. Let's see, spades, another new tool that was added this time. And basically what this does is it soak touches clay. It can also soak touch grass blocks. So like I can cut that out and get an actual grass block. Mycelium or podzol, all of that can be done with this, let me go see if I can find some clay that we haven't already destroyed. So we've been trying to get lithium. I think I have some out to the new factory. Crazy, can you run out there and grab me 4 clay balls, please? See what else we have to look at here. Oh, and it's faster on dirt too. They're faster on than shovels on said materials and dirt as well. So I'll show you the silk touching of clay when she gets back. Underground biomes rocks. This was an awesome thing. If you remember in the last update video, the generifier does 100 recipes at a time, basically, in parallel. Well, now it'll also do the conversion from underground biomes rocks to vanilla cobble, so it's instant almost. So if you have a bunch of that blue and green schist sitting around, or that yellow crap that you ain't gonna build with and you just want some regular cobble, you don't have to sit in your inventory and do it. You can do it in the generifier. It works for stone and cobblestone. The boxinator can now do scrap boxes, which is awesome. So scrap you can put into a boxinator with a selector tag of 9, get a scrap box out. Scrap box can then go into the unboxinator, and you'll see it says random drops. See the scrap box handler, and that's all of this stuff right here. So this is all that you can get out of the scrap boxes. So if you set up a recycler, which Greg has said there will not be a Gregtech recycler. If you want to do scrap boxes, you have to set up an IC2 one. There's the clay block with the spade. Recipe for the spade. It's pretty simple. There's actually a mold for it as well. So it's just a plate with a file, a hammer, and a saw. Or you can do the raw one. There's a mold for it. Where forgot all about that. And apparently Greg changed something while we're looking for this here. And these books do update now. He told me the other day that they do now update, so you don't have to worry about going and finding a new one for this one if you're wanting it. There it is, spade. So there's your spade recipe for the mold. There's the shovel one. So it's basically you have 2 spots off here instead of the one off there. I have not made one yet. If Crazy wants to go grab some clay, we'll see if we can chisel one out real quick. If Actual Additions is installed, 5. If Actual Additions is installed, no, how many molds have you made in your lifetime?
Enough for 5 blocks?
We have hardened clay right here.
Well, you said go grab clay. You didn't say harden.
Well, I said I was making a mold.
I wasn't paying attention to that.
You don't ever pay attention to me. Anyways,
this is nothing new.
Actually Additions is installed. IC2 coffee crop will switch to use the Actual Addition coffee beans. I actually looked at that mod to put it in here and show you guys some of the things that Greg had changed, and no, it's weird. Can't be done.
Just no.
No, it's too weird for me. So basically, it should be a 3x3, and then come on, this one and that one. That should make us a spade. And there we go, raw spade head. Alright, so another thing that was changed is if you put a hot fluid into a crucible that is cold, the hot fluid will go to the temperature of the crucible, not stay hot. So if you remember, if you know, lava in a crucible, you could just basically pour obsidian tools. That is no longer possible. Now you get cold lava in your crucible. It's not perfectly cold, but it's cooled off. So you now have to have a heater or a burning box underneath it to heat the lava back up to get your obsidian tools.
That's crap. Lava is supposed to be hot.
Well, it's because of an exploit with other materials that this happened. It's not specifically for obsidian, but he had me test if obsidian was also going to be affected by it, and it most definitely is. So now you got to. Now when you go to do this, since this is going to be your early tools for level 3, you're probably going to want to use a lead burning box and a ceramic rather than stone like what I've always used, because obsidian melts right around the melting, or obsidian will melt at about the burn up point of the stone molds. You can do it in a stone crucible, but it's very, very touchy. I would suggest going with a ceramic one. Let's see. Gregtech leaves should now respect the fast graphics setting of Minecraft. So we now have 2 different versions of leaves, I guess. So come over here, video settings, we'll change it to fast. And there you go. Now you got your boring, non-see-through leaves. And we'll go back to the fancy ones. And Crazy's cutting down trees over there, I guess. Let's see. Tools. Oh yeah, tools that can place torches can now place glowstone torches if you have Galacticraft in. So pickaxes, shovels, drills, all those kinds of things can place glowstone torches. They couldn't before. And let's go over here. Peanut butter has been changed. So if anybody has got a way of making peanut butter, you're going to have to change it. So your peanut, you will juice it or squeeze it or shred it and get your ground peanut here, and that will then be mixed with heavy cream, and that will make your peanut butter. The reason for that is, if you notice when you squeezed it, you get nut oil. So now we can get nut oil from peanuts again. Just makes making peanut butter a little bit more difficult. Not a whole lot, because all you gotta do is get you a drive-through cow like we have here, and getting heavy cream isn't too difficult after that. So you gotta have a drive-through cow.
That's a must in any kitchen.
Yes, every kitchen must have a drive-through cow. And how do you make heavy cream? I don't even remember.
Mixing bowl of milk, I think.
You know you can actually centrifuge milk and get heavy cream? 1-to-1. No loss whatsoever. And Crazy's not going to like this, so I'm not telling her. Y'all see this, right? Okay.
Yeah, that you can't use a mixing bowl anymore?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that.
Why not? Essentially, that is how you make heavy cream, is by mixing it and turn it until it turns into cream.
I didn't tell you nothing. Can't shoot the messenger because the messenger didn't tell you. And that is it, other than we need to go out and check out the turbine out here. Only for a graphical display. I haven't actually set it up or anything. But the large steam turbine now accepts steam coming in from any of the 9 frontmost blocks, including the sides of those blocks, meaning that you can now place them in a way that makes the turbine visible. Note, he still has not fixed the front to where you can actually see it on all 9 blocks, but you can set it up to any of these blocks that are in this front 3x3 here, including the sides. And I was checking it out. The boiler system that we have outside of Junior's factory and the one that I blew up outside of my factory has just enough power to run this turbine and dynamo. So if you need less power than what this big bad boy puts out, then you could actually bring that and hook it up right here on the side. Technically it'd be right here on the side, and you can run it when you don't need to run this. So that is it for this week. We are doing a big update again for the mod pack. There's been a few other mods that have been updated. So if you're running the Bear's Den pack, you may want to do a full update this week instead of just a Gregtech update, so you have the full pack. There's also a couple scripts, but I'm not sure if they're actually getting changed this week or next. We found an exploit that needs to be taken care of, but I'm not sure if the script's been wrote yet. Also, I have attempted to update the pack on Curse again. They didn't give me any grief this time, so if you'd like to get it off of Curse, the new pack is already there and released and approved and all that good happy stuff. And it'll be on my website probably by the time you guys get this video, because I'll be updating it as soon as I stop recording. Is there anything you have left, Crazy?
No.
Do you ever have anything other than, oh, I gotta kill Bear? It's the only thing.
I need to kill Greg.
That's like the only time I've ever asked that question and got an answer out of you is, oh yeah, I gotta murder you to check out the new death messages. No, we're not checking that today. Behave yourself. By the way, if anybody was watching the live stream, I got this stupid ass elevator to work. Let's try it out. It is a little glitchy. You're gonna bounce.
And in a regular elevator anyways?
And it's really, really annoying with the sound, but it works. So now if you boat your butt over here You actually have to use this to go up and down.
Feet are in the floor.
And if you don't wait until the noise stops, you'll fall the hell off. Like I just did. And I got to give it a little bit more power because it has to have 3. And it actually uses power to go up. See if I can hit the button here.
Hey.
I need to get back up there so I can get back home. Or back to the mainland, I should say.
Ready?
Okay. Yep, there should be enough.
Arms
Found out
inside the elevator.
Yes. We found out the issue is that an elevator will only raise you 4 blocks. You have to put an extra elevator underneath it to go the extra 4 blocks. So, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. If you have any questions, leave me a comment. Let me know. If you got any questions specifically for Greg, you can go ask him on the IC2 Gregtech 6 forums or on IRC at GT-dev. And if you would like, send me your questions for Greg. I will forward them on to him and get you an answer back as soon as possible. That's it. Have a good one. Take it easy. See you next time.
Adios.